you are a stand-up comic or a singer or an artist or any kind of, you draw inspiration from life.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a line? Like in the film, there explores the potential of you crossing a line, right?
Yeah.
What is the line, if that exists, for art to draw inspiration from real life?
There is an ethical line. I mean, you cannot go beyond the law or the ethics.
True.
That's there. That's always there. But you can.
Yes, the legal line exists, but
Yeah.
where's the moral gray zone?
As an artist, it's always a grey zone, I feel. There's no black or white in at least what I feel my interpretation of, the craft is. It's always grey, and that's what the fun is, There is no trying to be preachy about it, or there's no form to it.
Yeah.
It's very abstract. So I feel like you can explore as much as you can under law and under your limits, but you should. I mean, you have to push yourself, and yeah, sometimes you might be a little morally wrong as Siddhant, as I would feel that this is not right, but if it's needed for the character, if it's working for the character, if I need to derive that from Siddhant's life and put it there as a memory, or like, in a scene where I'm crying or something similar has happened, I use it. I remind myself of that, or sometimes I tend to create situations also to kind of facilitate what's happening in the film, so that it looks natural, it looks real. For example, in Gully Boy, you see, even in this film, you see me smoking, right? And I don't smoke. Sorry.
Do it little honestly.
Okay,
I don't
wait.
know, it is- Like, you can be a much better actor than that. Why would you make such a big laugh?
Bro, if you don't say things with conviction, how do you expect me to fucking hold?
That's what I'm coming to, right? I had to smoke for Gully Boy.
I didn't smoke, say before. Don't say I don't
No,
smoke.
I swear, I never touched a cigarette till I was
Before.
24 years old. That was the first time, because the first time I took a drag in a scene, I could see that it's not. It hit me, and it was feeling a little unnatural.
Yeah.
So I kind of started smoking for that, and then I quit again. And then for this film as well, again I started smoking, because you have to be in touch with that, and sometimes it takes time to kind of let go of that.
Yeah.
And I'm struggling with that, and I'm gonna be honest, yeah. But that's my New Year resolution. I mean,
It should become a therapy session.
it has. But I'm being honest, yeah, as
No,
much
I
as it is.
appreciate
But
the
whatever
honesty.
is needed for that craft, I'm ready to go. That
You're ready to go. Do you believe that, Ananya? Do you?
even she was smoking in the film.
In the film, yeah.
In the film,
In
yeah.
the film. No, actually, they, like, Sid had to...
I used to make fun of her. Yeah, I mean,
It
Yeah.
was so funny because Sid used to do...
She could light a
I
cigarette.
couldn't light a cigarette, exactly. So Sid had to learn, like, we all were given tasks to do, right? So Sid had to learn stand-up because that's what his character does, and Adarsh had to
course.
make his body. And my thing was as simple as lighting a cigarette, and I couldn't do it. Like, my hands would shake, and Arjun would yell at me, he said, you just have to light it. I was like, I can't do it, I can't do it. Yeah, but it has to look convincing on screen, and if that
Absolutely.
means that it's something that you have to practice in real life, as long as you're in the law and ethics, as
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
been
And
talking
also your
about.
health. It's not
Yeah,
healthy.
exactly,
No, absolutely.
exactly.
But we have to go through a lot of. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a
so many, like, the hours that you work sometimes.
A lot of
the
things.
Changes in your body, your hair.
body changes or
everything.
something. Body changes, because
Yeah.
he'll speak about it. You're psychologically shifted. Because I mean,
I was
I'll
farting. Like, I was eating
Were you eating a
so
lot of
many eggs
protein?
and chicken, man. My body was like a giant gas chamber. Like, I was just like, too much gas.
You're
and
the
so much
closest to him
protein.
right now.
Well, I mean, you were really in character.
Yeah.
I didn't
People
have
who
a
watch the
choice. I
film.
mean, I had to get the body, so like I had
Yeah.
to eat like so much protein.
Tell about
And
the
I just-
psychological shift which happened later after you had to put down, like, you stopped working out.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Now he's missing his jawline and everyone praising his jawline.
it's so, yeah, it feels almost weird to be speaking about your jawline and shit as an actor,
I
but
get
like
it, but-
it made me a bit dysmorphic weirdly, like, because before that I would never think about like my body or whatever as an actor, and then after that now I'm just like, oh, like, why am I not as ripped as I was in the film? But like,
Yeah.
I can't be as ripped as I am in Kho Gaye because I'm playing a trainer in that, I'm playing something else in the next,
Absolutely.
and it doesn't make sense. But then your mind gets so used to that beautiful image that it's the best that you've seen yourself as.
Yeah.
and then you just want to like be like that. It's kind of weird, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a strange experience. It must
It's
be
a weird
Yeah.
job, yeah.
Yeah, it is a strange. I'm curious, Ananya, because you'd experienced dysmorphia. I feel like as
Yeah.
women, you experience dysmorphia all the time, especially because of social media and the beauty standards.
Terrible.
Do you feel like that's how do you deal with that? And how I'm sure people have comments all the time.
Yeah, all the time. I mean, before social media, it was in school. In school you would just feel horrible about your body because people would be like, oh, you're hairy, or you're too thin, or you're this, or you're that. So it's not just because of social media. It's been there constantly. I mean, my only attempt is to be kinder to myself. When I started out, also, I used to be on a very strict diet. I used to cheat on Sunday, and I used to fall sick because I used to eat so much because I was depriving myself because I wanted to look a certain way, or I thought I had to look a certain way. So I think I've become much kinder because when I see my younger sister, I never want her to feel anything bad about her body. Like, I want her to be like, she is to me the most perfect person ever. And I want every young kid out there to feel that way about themselves. So the only thing I can do as a role model in that sense is to be positive and happy about my body in whatever shape or form it is, and promote just good health and happiness above everything else.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, since you brought this up, y'all filmed this 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did
1.5 years ago.
Last year.
1.5
2022.
years ago? How does it feel to see yourselves in that lens? Because I'm sure you've grown as actors, you've grown as people, your body's changed. Does it feel strange looking back?
It always does. Even if I had shot something like 2 days ago, I'd be like, I could have done that better, I could have done that differently and stuff. But I think this film is like a time capsule. Like, every time I watch it or I watch anything related to this film, I go back to exactly how we shot this film, because it was that kind of like, some films are just special, and I think every actor will say that, just the bonds that were created, the way it was shot. Like, we were locked in for 3 months, we weren't doing any other work, we were just doing this, so it actually became our lives. So yeah, with this film, even though it feels so far away, it also feels like yesterday.
Brings back
I'm
that
just
moment.
like, yeah.
Did y'all know each other well before you shot?
They knew each other.
We did.
We did a film before. I was the new entrant to the club, but it was actually pretty breezy, since I think it was so easy. Like, the first time I met them, we got talking and we connected. It was at Arjun's house in Bandra.
Nice.
And yeah, it's pretty easy.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.